Welcome, welcome, family and friends. Thank you for joining me at Maria Loves to Talk. And how are you guys doing? How are you, ladies and gents? Did you eat today? Did you eat enough? Are you dieting? Are you exercising? Are you hitting the gym? Hey, you guys, did you take your little fur baby or your little cat back to the shelter, or are you like me, you scared to leave your little baby behind? Because golly, these dogs are so spoiled. They're just like babies. Hey, what am I talking about, you guys and gals? Yes, you're right. Relationships. Crime, more crime, and just crazy, stupid criminals out there. So, hey, you know the drill. There's something you want to hear. You want to know my opinions, my thoughts, my speculations. Go get you some snacks. Come on back. This video is not for you. You want to know more about celebs. You want to know about the tiny homes. I don't know. You want to know about dog food. There's a billion videos out there on YouTube, and you can make your own YouTube video for free. It does not cost you anything. It's fun. It's exciting. I think it would be just a good something to do, just to try out, maybe add it to your bucket list. So, hey, without further ado, because yes, you guys, I have a lot of material to get to, so let's get into it. I really wasn't going to cover this story. I hate when I say I really wasn't going to cover this story, because I've seen other people when it first happened. A lot of people was talking about it. They were laughing and giggling. This to me is not a giggling, laughing matter. It's really sad. It's despicable, inhumane, cold-hearted. So this is from ABC 13, lawsuit filed after 13 women claimed they contracted incurable STDs from bottles infected by janitor. And so I think this story first came out, was it during the holidays or before the holidays or last summer?
Who is accused of infecting more than a dozen office workers with an incurable sexually transmitted disease. Those victims have filed a lawsuit against him. We told you about Lucio Diaz. He is charged with indecent assault and assault with a deadly weapon, accused of urinating in a woman's water bottle who eventually drank from it and tested positive for a disease. ABC 13 reporter Courtney Fisher is following this bizarre case. She is live with the details of the victim's lawsuit, and the numbers just keep going up, Courtney.
Yeah, Melanie, that's the story here, right? When our Jessica Willie broke this story back in October, we had just heard from one woman who said that she was angry, very upset, frustrated, because she says that she got this STD because Diaz urinated in her water bottle. Well, since October now, 12 more women have come forward. So that brings the total to 13 women saying this happened to them. And now they have all come together and are suing the building's management company, the building owner, the maintenance company, and the cleaning company that Lucio Diaz worked for. Their attorney says that the companies allowed Diaz to keep working as a janitor in the office building despite knowing that he allegedly gave them herpes. Diaz was caught on camera back in August appearing to urinate in a water bottle of one of these women. She had set up a hidden camera after suspecting something was wrong. The attorney says that the company managing the building didn't notify all the tenants of what was going on until 6 days after seeing that video. This, again, back in October, and the former janitor was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, that deadly weapon being his own urine.
All 13 of them need long-term treatment and care, and a lot of them need psychological care. I mean, this is not something that is going to go away. These are all professional women. They were all working. This happened in a work setting. Mm-hmm. So they need a lot of answers, and they need accountability. The number that these women are going to need for their lifelong care is going to be determined by experts. As far as our petition is concerned, obviously we are seeking the maximum allowed under Texas law. Which is? It's above $1 million per claimant.
Now it's not just guns or knives. We've got cars that have been used as a deadly weapon. So now we have people who are using their body fluids, especially if they know they have HIV and now, you know, herpes, because that's basically what this guy has.
Forever changed after what this man allegedly did. She suspected he was tampering with her water bottles when he cleaned her office after hours. Video confirmed her suspicions. Some of these details are graphic.
This individual is a sick man.
50-year-old Lucio Diaz inside the victim's office last month to clean. Her water bottle out in the open. What happened next is disturbing.
Pulls out his penis and proceeds to stick his penis into my water, probably, I would say maybe halfway in, and then tilt the bottle back and basically rinse his penis into my water.
The same thing caught on camera not once but 2 days in a row, says the victim, who does not want to be identified. With the police investigation still underway, she shared only this still image from video that ABC 13 watched.
I was very, very scared, and I immediately thought, what if he has a disease?
In late August, she noticed a foul smell in the employee water dispenser like this one at the doctor's office where she works on the East Freeway. Then in late September, she thought her own water bottle had been tainted with urine. Sure enough, court records say a urinalysis confirmed it. But it was a spy camera she bought that left no questions, she says, and further testing brought devastating news to the married mother of two.
I learned that I acquired an STD, for which he has also come back as having tested positive for.
Did he violate you?
Of course. He did. That's what he did to me. He gave me an STD that I will have for the rest of my life. Nothing's gonna change it. Nothing's gonna make it better for me. In fact, I feel like for the rest of my life, I'm just gonna have to be careful.
Diaz has been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Court records show he is currently in ICE custody. The Mexican national's immigration and work status unclear. The victim says he continued to work at the building even after management was notified. She is working with an attorney.
They have a duty to protect everybody.
$75,000 bond. So getting back to these companies, what they do, they file bankruptcy because they don't want to pay. So believe me, because I've seen it and I share with you in previous videos. I worked in bankruptcy court for a while. I had friends that worked there that were, I wouldn't say law clerks. I forgot what you call docket clerks, and the people that work directly with the judge getting his stuff together. They're going to file bankruptcy. Did you do something like that? That's why you bring, I don't have water with me. That's why, I guess because my parents raised us this way, because, you know, we have strong Louisiana roots. We don't drink, take food from anyone. You bring your own food. I was always the type of person, I didn't put my food in the box at work. I kept my food with me or hidden away somewhere. I don't know if he sounded like another BCK to me, Brian Christopher Kohlberger from that deleted the Idaho 4. He was mad against toxic masculinity at those women. He probably felt like, and I don't know, they didn't show, not that it matters, but I see he's Hispanic, but I don't know if the women, if they are all Hispanic. I think one of the ladies, I did see her, I believe she's Hispanic, but I don't know if they're all Hispanic. If he felt like they thought he was beneath them, or they thought they were better than him, or he maybe wanted to date one of them and they blew him off. But he has some serious, hateful, demonic, just an evil man. And I hope these women get their money, but money is no good, because if you don't have health, money means nothing. We see that all day long when we see these celebrities with all that money and they get something or something happen and it can't be cured or whatever. Okay, so moving on. This is Fox 4. Police found blood in home of man accused of deleting Oak Cliff 16-year-old affidavit says, and this is current. Okay, so an arrest affidavit obtained by Fox 4 revealed new information about the delete of 16-year-old Venus Rodriguez from Oak Cliff and Arturo Flores, 22-year-old boyfriend who they believe deleted her. He was too old for her anyway.
22-year-old man for the shooting death of his 16-year-old girlfriend. Arturo Flores is now in the Dallas County Jail charged with murder. The body of Venus Rodriguez was found Monday in a creek. Fox 4's David Santendry reports.
A red cross in Oak Cliff reads the name Venus Rodriguez. A few feet away, yellow crime scene tape is a bitter reminder of the 16-year-old girl's body being found in a creek off Brookhaven Drive Monday morning. Dallas police say Rodriguez died from multiple gunshot wounds. Now her boyfriend, 22-year-old Arturo Flores, is charged with her murder.
How could you be so sick in the head to just kill someone and just throw them in the creek like they were nothing? She had a whole life ahead of her.
Rodriguez's cousin, Angelina Hernandez, says she was her best friend. Many in their family have yet to grasp the loss. They say the pain is magnified because Rodriguez left her family last year.
She started hanging around the wrong people in the wrong crowd. She ran away.
A Dallas police detective confirms to Fox 4 that Rodriguez was reported as a runaway. Family says she left in September. They believed she was with Flores, her boyfriend.
We told the police where she was at or who she was with, and they just said, okay, that they were working on it, and they'll get back to us, and it just seems like they never did. And, now it's too late.
Rodriguez's family did not believe Flores was a positive influence.
He poisoned her mind. He poisoned her head. He, put a spell on her or something, and she believed it.
They worried for her safety.
We loved her dearly.
Still, they never suspected her boyfriend would be charged with her murder.
Why did he take her away from us? She's not going to be able to live her life and have a life anymore.
At this time, Dallas police have not released details of what led them to arrest Flores. For now, the teenager's family hopes the 22-year-old's arrest leads to a conviction.
I want to see him suffer for what he did. She was my best friend, and we're never going to see her grow up.
David Santendry
confirmed that it was the same blanket that Flores and Rodriguez used for their dog. He wrapped her in the dog blanket. Wrapped this child, this little innocent girl, in a dog blanket. Flores' mother also told police a couple would often fight and shoot guns, according to the affidavit. Police investigators said a neighbor told them just weeks before the Rodriguez disappeared, they saw Flores chasing Rodriguez down the street and physically assaulting her. They told police they had seen Flores' brother loading a mattress into the bed of a truck and driving off at 4 a.m. See, your neighbors know more about your business than you think they do. Flores' brother was pulled over in the truck on January the 21st and had 2 handguns were found. Flores' brother said both the .40 caliber and 9mm handguns belonged to him. Rodriguez family previously told Fox 4 they did not believe Flores was a positive influence. Why you didn't do something, Mama? She started hanging around the wrong people and the wrong crowd, Rodriguez's uncle Vidal Arredondo said. Flores is currently in Dallas County Jail where he is being held on $500,000 bond. They need to get his family members. They need to be, I'm trying to figure out from these dudes, so y'all think that make you a big old man? You beating up on women, that make you a bit, you hard, you all gangster, cause you abusing a woman. You want to be gangster, you want to be a man, get in the ring with those WWE fighters, go join the army and fight for your country. You want to be a man, you so grown and big. Fight or pick on somebody your own age, your own size. All this could have been avoided. Mama, papa would have put that statutory rape on him. Okay. You don't start raising the child at 16, 15. You start as small, especially when you have girls. And talking about girls, I remember one of my co-workers, well, I remember not one, it was like several women sitting at a table. It's been a while back. And they were saying they were having trouble, not so much with their sons, but with the little girls that was calling. And these were little girls, 12 and 13, constantly calling their home all day long, looking for their sons, wanting to talk. So one lady said one of the little girls got mad at her and cussed her and hung up on the phone. So they were saying that it's not the boys, it's really these little girls. They just so fast or hot, or, you know, grown, want to be grown before their time. Sad prayers go out to this family, this poor child. She could have been saved. Prosper ISD school board president charged with indecency with a child. Fox 4. Again, this is an ISD school board president. The district school board president, 43-year-old Andrew Wilborn, was arrested by Dallas police Wednesday on charge of indecency with a child. He is out of jail on bond following his arrest.
In a statement to CBS 11, the district tells us that Dallas police arrested this man, Drew Wilburn, this afternoon. We got some jail records showing he was arrested for indecency with a child by sexual contact. We are working at this hour to learn more, to get some specifics. The district saying it does not involve any Prosper ISD students to the best of their knowledge. Again, we're working to learn more and get you some more information here. We will keep you posted. His district profile, by the way, says his current term expires next year in 2024.
16-year-old girl been inappropriately touched by Wilborn while he was serving as the executive pastor at Antioch Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church in Southwest Dallas. In the arrest warrant, she describes an April 2022 indecent incident after a church service in an area where food was being provided. The girl told investigators Wilborn twice touched her inappropriately. The complainant stated after the incident, the suspect gave her an unwanted hug, grabbed her waist, and did not let her go. And I hate to say it, I don't know if this is a holiness church or what. You know, you've got some church, well, I think in holiness, the man's not supposed to touch or grab or hug a woman. But you have some churches where they just grab the life out of you. I went somewhere one time and they were just hugging me so hard, I just couldn't even breathe. But I wasn't 16 though. The court document said the 16-year-old texted a friend about what happened, and before leaving the church, she reported the incident to another youth pastor. She also claimed Wilburn, rubbed his you-know-what, Hebrew national, erect Hebrew national at that, against her, I'm going to just say behind, over her clothing. Well, how did he get to do all that? Where were y'all? Were y'all in a, were y'all in a private room? Or, I mean, how, really, he did that in front of other people? The police investigation included interviews with other church employees and members. On May the 5th, an employee told investigators Wilburn touched her inappropriately. The witness stated that the suspect tried to kiss her and rub her feet on one occasion. The witness stated she felt uncomfortable, according to the affidavit. Is he married? In an interview with police, chairman of the board of trustees for Antioch Fellowship Missionary, Joel Leach, said he had heard rumors about Wilburn being too friendly and touchy. Wow. Leach also told police a formal sexual harassment complaint had been filed against Wilburn by an employee and that the board had sustained the allegations. Wow. Moving on. New details released about 46 arrested in prostitution sting.
And Homeland Security sting in North Texas, where dozens of men were arrested, shows there are many of them going online to find prostitutes. These are mugshots of some of the 46 men busted. They include a pro athlete, a youth pastor, a high school teacher and coach, and executives. The Dallas DHS office says what they do exploits and victimizes trafficking victims. Fox 4's David Centenary joining us with more on the sex trafficking investigation and where it led. David.
Yeah, Steve, one nonprofit working to help sex trafficking victims tells me DFW is a hotspot. One, because of its population size, that's the obvious, and two, because of its transportation of highways, allowing people to get to and from many different areas throughout the country. So I asked them what is typical of sex trafficking suspects, and they told me the only thing that's typical is that it can be almost anyone. We are learning more about 46 people, a majority shown here, who were arrested at upscale hotels in Frisco and Southlake as part of a multi-agency prostitution sting earlier this month.
It's happening more than people think and know.
Spencer Osachuk, a 31-year-old professional hockey player who's been with the Allen Americans of the East Coast Hockey League since 2013, according to the team's website, is one of dozens charged with solicitation of prostitution. The team tells Fox 4, quote, "We are aware of the situation. We don't have a comment at this time as we gather more information." A Baylor Scott Ann's White Health Director of Operations, 49-year-old Jimmy Hemingway, is also charged. Baylor says Hemingway is no longer an employee.
But this is happening. It's happening right up under our noses. It's happening right in our backyards.
Dr. Tanya Stafford Manning runs It's Going to Be Okay, a Dallas-based nonprofit working to assist victims of human trafficking.
Nobody wants to get up and be a prostitute. Nobody wants to be trafficked. Nobody wants to be sold.
The dozens of men charged responded to online advertisements for prostitution, according to the Department of Homeland Security. But instead of communicating with women being trafficked, they were unknowingly communicating with law enforcement. Homeland Security did not detail what the posts read. Meetups were arranged at hotels with the coordination and cooperation of hotel management and staff.
I think other people were shocked by it because of who was implicated in the sting itself.
Louisville ISD confirms Marcus High School teacher and assistant football coach Cecil Tim Morrison is one of the men charged. Morrison resigned from his job, according to the district. LaMarcus Strickland, a youth pastor in Fort Worth, is also charged. Investigators did not reveal where he works. Homeland Security says a volunteer firefighter is also charged, but they did not reveal who.
It's a human rights issue. It's a human issue.
If you or someone...
Looking at this, a lot of these guys, as I stated, these are not no old dudes. They're not, they all look to be different races. I'm going to keep it real. I see more white guys up in here. I see a few black guys, look like about 6 or 8, and a few Indian men. And with the Indian men, no telling, their wives might be back home in India, so they don't have anybody. But hey, you can get a regular girlfriend. Why would you? I don't know. Commercial sex workers are the victims of sex trafficking because they are either underage or were forced into this role. That's true. And they have some dude taking their money, endangering their lives. And hey, we are still under COVID pandemic. We should be social distancing. You should be wearing your mask. This is ridiculous. I don't know what they're going to get these guys. I know the ones that work for the school and stuff, y'all will be fired. The ones that are pastors, I wouldn't want you pastoring. I wouldn't want you to even be anywhere around kids or even the elderly. Here's another creep. Just creepy. This one here shows Fox 4 again. Boy, I got a lot of little sex criminals down there in Dallas. Urban police search for additional victims of a man accused of sexual abuse dating back to 1986. He looked every bit of like 80 years old. He looks like he's fixing to just pass out.
Irving PD says so far 4 people have come forward saying the suspect sexually assaulted them, but police believe that they are not the only victims. Irving police have charged Avril Cardwell with 2 counts of continuous sexual abuse of a young child after they say the 69-year-old man sexually assaulted multiple young children. His wife Louise is accused of knowing the alleged abuse was happening and was arrested on the same charge.
He was trying to do multiple different variations, from inviting neighborhood kids and friends over to his house, trying to contact people within the community and becoming friends with their families, and then assaulting their children. So he's used multiple forms, even from social media.
According to arrest paperwork, the abuse went on for decades, dating back to 1986. Detectives have identified 4 victims. The first victim is a 21-year-old woman who says Cardwell sexually assaulted her when she was between the ages of 3 and 8. Police believe there are more victims and are asking them to come forward.
Victim embarrassment can definitely be a reason why someone may not come forward, but there is no shame for whenever you decide to report your offense. No victim should feel any shame.
Avril Cardwell is out on bond right now, but police say that more charges are expected to come soon. In Irving, Kennedy.
Those victims, and they really shouldn't be releasing these men out on bond. Keep their raggedy, funky butts in jail.